Hey everybody, it's CaseyJuly from the July Studio. It's Thursday night and I've had a few beers and I'm going to bring to you tonight my first interview, #SoDrunk. My friend, author, and client, Ervin, is going to tell you a little bit about why they decided to start working with the July Studio, some of the projects that we have coming up together. If you're interested in reading their books and finding out more information about them, there will definitely be links down below. Make sure to go down and check them out. If you want more information about the July Studio, there'll also be links down below for that. Don't forget to watch my other videos and subscribe to my channel so that you can follow the July Studio and #SoDrunk. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye. This is CaseyJuly from the July Studio coming to you today with my first #SoDrunk video with my friend Elena. Yay! So, Elena, you came today to work on some fitting and to get ready to start sewing some new things for you from the July Studio.
Yes.
But today I want you to tell everybody a little bit about who you are and how we met and how I ended up sewing for you.
So, there's a puppy.
A puppy.
Like Casey said, my name is Elena, but I am also known in certain circles as E.M. Ervin. I'm a writer. I bet you didn't know that.
I do now.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You only have my books.
Yeah.
We actually met because we were both at VisionCon a couple of years ago. And we were in the same room because they had the vendors split up in different rooms.
Right.
So we were in that little side room that nobody talked about.
Yeah. The room that shall not be named.
I met a lot of awesome people in that convention.
Yes, that was awesome.
So,
we were sardine in there. Now you got me
really
thinking
are.
about that. Okay. Anyway, she's going to tell you about her. Okay.
So, the reason why I first came to, we met there and we were, but we started talking and everything and got along really well. But the reason I first approached you is because I'm a guest at a lot of local conventions for my writing and for my books. And so I was looking for new con clothes and new outfits because I'm my own booth girl.
Right?
I don't know any other way to put it. And so I wanted something that was a little bit different, but still really me. And so I reached out to you to have my pinstripe zoot suit.
Yes.
So I love it. I get compliments every time I wear it.
I love it every time I
so
see
great.
it too.
And then a little bit ago, about a year ago, I reached out to you again because there's some big changes coming up in my life. And I needed a new line of clothes, not just like one or two things, because I will be soon, at the end of the year, I will be going overseas to teach.
That is so exciting.
I know. I'm super excited.
You can put me in your suitcase and I'll go with you.
Right. I actually just got a really big suitcase.
Okay, so I'll fit.
So
Okay.
I'll have two of them. I'll have
That's the
one for
plan.
all of the clothes and the other one for you to make additional clothes
That's
for when
exactly
we go
right.
over there.
And put my sewing machine in there and I'll just
So
sit with
it'll-
my little lamp.
Nobody will
and sew.
notice. We'll be totally ninja. But one of the other things that I got, this is like the first piece of my line. My
It was
stuff.
a just because
It was a
thing.
just because thing, but I love it. I do wear it. I wore it to work today for my
Well,
day
and that's
job.
one of the things about what I do that a lot of people don't understand about my personality is I like to see people wearing my clothes.
It's
and I'm not like disjointed from my product. Like for me, building a personality, building a relationship with my clients, like that's the best thing.
And I
about it.
love it because I'm looking for clothes that are. I have very eclectic tastes. They're very.
That's my favorite.
But they're all across the board. And when I was looking at it, because right now I don't do any customer facing. My customers, while I'm in a very professional capacity, they don't ever see me.
Mm-hmm.
So I can wear whatever I want to. Like I can wear jeans and a t-shirt and I'm fine. But when I'm going to be teaching, I'm going to be up in front of classes. I'll be at the university, at a Chinese university here starting in January. But I have to, they have to see me as a professional as well. But I don't want to lose the flavor that is me.
Yeah,
is that
absolutely.
Good way to put it.
Absolutely.
And when I was first looking, please forgive me, you were not my first thought. I know it's horrible. But I was looking at a few different sites because I'd heard of this website. I can't even remember what it's called now. But basically, for a few extra bucks, you send them your measurements, and they'll make adjustments to like the length of the collar, the sleeves, just a whole bunch of stuff, and they'll make it to fit you. And I was looking at that and starting to seriously do stuff for it and doing the calculations. Then I went, well, I'm an idiot. What am I doing?
You're far from an idiot.
But I'm surprised it took me so long. But I was like, oh my God, I can go to Casey and she can do all of this for this much, if not less. And then I can pick my fabrics. I can pick all of the details.
Right.
And I'm not going to be limited to what's on that website, because this stuff that we have here that is... Right. But this isn't stuff that's as commonly offered, and you get me. It's kind of scary in and of itself.
Why? Because it was so easy. Because I like to get to know my clients, but with you it was so easy to get to know you.
But it's like when I would start to talk and I'd be like, oh, you know what I think would be really cool? And I'd start to hold up a pattern and you'd be like, oh, that would be perfect.
Right.
What if?
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, I didn't think about that. Well, what about this? And you're like, oh my God.
Right.
And this is probably why my son refuses to come out here. He doesn't like this kind of...
Because he's just afraid I'd make him something. And
right,
then, yeah,
probably. He's very shy. But I'm so excited that I will be able to... There's so many cool clothes, and we have so many ideas, and there are so many... Like, because the fact that I'm going overseas, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen.
We also have a cat. Come here. Well, another thing that I am really super excited about for the July studio, and I'm going to remove the magical, is that because we've also talked about things like photo shoots, because the July studio is a working studio. It's a creative process. So we talked about getting together after we get some of your stuff made and doing some photo shoots together. And then that crosses, just like you said, that crosses from your personal life, that gives you wardrobe and things you can wear every day, that gives you things that you can wear when you're your alter ego. Which one's the alter ego?
You know, the day job.
But then you've got things that you can wear when you're out and you're at conventions or you're doing things for your... And we have the cat again.
Cats like to be the center of
But
attention.
then at the same time, we also are going to be able to give you... do these photo shoots and have fun, and then give you stuff that you can do for PR too.
Right.
And
absolutely.
it all stays within your control.
I love it.
And you're like checking all the details, and you're putting into having input.
If you've noticed, I'm kind of a big girl. I'm not like a...
You're beautiful.
I know, but I'm not like a wispy willow. And when I wear your stuff, I feel beautiful.
That is, there. That's the thing right there that I love so much. And so it gets real. I get really disheartened sometimes when people do say things like you just want the money, or you're just doing this for, it is my job. I do have to keep my lights on and keep the sewing machine. It plugs into the wall.
Why?
But no, I don't do it all by hand anymore.
I thought it just worked on glitter.
But this idea, well, I am the fairy godmother, but I love this idea that you're building a relationship with somebody, and long after maybe they've purchased the outfit or they've designed something, they've got something that they can continue to use.
Not only that, but it's like, I came to you for my suit, and like I still wear it, and I wore it 2 weekends ago. 2 weekends? Yeah, 2 weekends ago. But then in addition, I know like when I go overseas, I'll be gone for 6 months and then coming back. And I'm going to have a drastically different diet. I'm going to be walking everywhere. And I know that I can come to you and be like, I know, oh my gosh.
If you'll just lay down, you'll be fine. Perfect, thank you.
Wow. My cat never does that. But that I can come to you and I trust that.
And just so my clients know, what I usually do, and this is just I'm gonna interject here. Just,
oh no,
what I usually do is if somebody custom makes something with me, I usually give them about a year, and a lot of the times it pertains mostly like bridesmaids dresses.
Right.
If the bridesmaids dress is like really long, they have about a year that they can come back to me. If I made it, I will alter it for them, and there won't be any exuberant additional charge because I made it. And I built this client relationship with
and that
them.
was one of the things that we talked about that I really liked, because I know that with my diet and everything changing, I mean, I may not lose a single pound, or I may drop 50. But that was one of the things that we talked about, and that other website wasn't going to let me take it back and go,
we had even discussed making you a dress and then adding a bolero. And then we discussed making you a dress and adding a coat.
Right.
And then
being able to
building
layer
pieces,
it.
layer it like that. So,
and that's something that I'm so excited.
And that's definitely something that you may find a site that has really excellent customer service, but they're really not going to let you design your own clothes.
Exactly.
Really.
And that's something that we're doing. And it's like we're taking a base pattern and then making it more me.
Yes.
And I love it.
And you're picking the threads, and you're picking
I
the
picked
buttons.
everything. I picked the material, the threads. We're like, oh, I like a little bit of this pattern and a little bit of this, and we're mix and matching, and I'm so excited.
Good. All right. Well, I think we pretty much covered everything on the table.
Literally.
Including the cat. So I just want to thank everybody for joining us today. I will definitely have all of her information in the comments down below, where you can find her books. If you haven't read her stuff, read it. And she's going to be writing a blurb about me
this coming weekend.
So we will make sure to have all of that information where you guys can find everything. And if you've got any questions or comments, make sure to click everything all over.
Up here, down here.
Yeah. And
here.
if you have any interest in the July studio, my information will also be in the comments. And we will definitely be doing this again as we get stuff made. We will.
Yes, I can't wait. You get
bring
to
her back and let her tell us what she thinks.
And
oh
do
my
the
gosh.
little try-on-y things.
Yes,
and little...
yes. All right.
I can't wait.
Awesome. All right. Thanks everybody for joining us. It's CaseyJuly from the July Studio. Bye. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.